Let's practice arrays with these code challenges. The first challenge is stock the fridge. Imagine that you have a fridge that is represented by an array and it contains some items. And then you bought new products and you have a list new products that is also represented by array and also contains some items. Take each item from new products and add it to the fridge. Then log the result to the console and you should see this result. Every time when I show a challenge, try to solve it by your own, but then we will solve it together. So we need to iterate through every single item in the list. So it means that we should use a loop. I used the pattern from the previous video that is very common to iterate through each item in the list. For the clarity, let's initialize current product. As you remember, I use const instead of let. Then I use the name current product, and let's think how to find the current product. We can get access to each item in the list by using the index. The first element has the index of 0, and this is our initial value for I. So to get access to the first element, we need to write the name of our array. In our case, this is new products. And then in square brackets, we can use 0 to get access to the first element. But as you remember, we can use I to dynamically get access to each element in the list. And then we need to add this current product to our fridge. I use the push method to add a new element to the end of an array. And now if I save the result and look at the console, we see that now fridge contains all items from the fridge and new products. So we added all elements to the fridge. In the second part, we should clear the incoming list. So as we added all elements to the fridge, we need to remove the elements from new products list. So in the first part, we have new products array that contains these items, and now we should remove them. As we need to iterate through each item to remove it, we again need to use a loop. But in this case, we can use a while loop because we don't need indexes of items. As you remember, we have two methods like pop and shift to remove the last and the first elements from an array. And we can use them to remove all elements from new products array. So I start from the keyword while. And then in the parentheses, we have a condition where our loop runs. As we need to remove all elements, I can write the condition that while our new product's length is more than 0, we need to remove one element from the array. I use the pop method to remove the last element from the array, but you also can use shift method. And now if I save the file, in the console you can see that our new products list is equal to an empty list. In the next part, we should calculate the total cost of our new products. So now we have a new list, new products costs, that contains cost for each element from new products list. And we also have a variable total price. And now we should compute the sum of all prices into total price. So again, I need to iterate through each element. So for that, I will use a loop. I will use a for loop with the same pattern that we had in our first part. As you see, this pattern is the same as we had in our first part. Only one thing that we change is the name of our array to a new one. So let's declare the current price. As in the first challenge, our current price equal to new products costs with index of I. And now we should add this current price to the total price. So I will use total price plus equal current price. Let's look at the result. And as you see, we have the right answer. In the part 4, we should find the highest price. So we again need to iterate through every item at new product's costs, but right now we need to find the maximum. Our starting code is the maximum with initial value of 0 because this is the lowest price. It means that if our array contains any numbers, these numbers will be higher than our maximum and we will reassign our maximum to a new one. So let's start from the for loop. So I wrote the same for loop as we had in our previous code challenge. And as you see, I also use the same array new products costs for this challenge. Then we also can declare the current price. And now we should write the condition that if our current price is higher than our maximum, we should reassign our maximum. So if you think about this condition, if our current price is equal to maximum, we don't need to change the maximum. And if our current price is less than maximum, we also don't need to change it. Only in the case if our current price is higher than our maximum, we should reassign our maximum to our current price. And if I save the file, we see the right answer in the console. So the last challenge is very similar to our previous one, but on this time, we should find the lowest price. Here, the idea is the same, but the tricky point of this challenge is actually the starting code. As you see, we have the minimum with the initial value of infinity. So to find the minimum, we should start from the highest positive number, which is infinity. In this case, we guarantee that any number that will be in our list will be less than our current minimum, and we will reassign the minimum to a new value. The solution is very similar. I start from the for loop. Then I declare the current price. And then I write the condition that if our current price is less than our minimum, we reassign the minimum to our current price. Let's see the result. And as you see, we have 4 in the result. It means that we correctly found the minimum. In the next video, we will continue to learn advanced options of arrays.